INFJs, huh? The rarest, most misunderstood personality type. Yeah, we get it. They're deep, they're empathic, they got insight. But hey, newsflash, there's stuff you probably don't know. 10 things, in fact, that these INFJs, they absolutely will not tolerate. So in this little film here, I'm going to lay out what just grinds their gears. And trust me, you're going to want to stick around, especially for number 7. It's a real curveball. So, you think you got an INFJ pegged? Maybe it's time to, rethink everything. Let's get into it already. So, first off, we got dishonesty. Now, INFJs, they value truth, right? More than anything. Seriously, they can smell a lie from freaking miles away. It's like they got a sixth sense or something. And if you lie to them, even about something small, trust me, they'll notice. Now, these INFJs, they ain't quick to call you out on your BS, but don't go thinking their silence means they're buying it. Nah, inside they're processing it all, you know? And once they figure out the truth, they're gonna start backing away. Why? Because for INFJs, dishonesty ain't just about the facts, it's about breaking their trust. You lie to them, and you've shattered their belief in you. And that's something they ain't gonna forget. INFJs, they don't have time for phonies or empty promises. They want realness in every single interaction. Secondly, no empathy. INFJs, right? They're like ultimate empaths. They feel everyone's pain deeply. It's like they just soak up all the feels from everyone around them. But what happens when they run into someone who just doesn't give a damn? A total lack of empathy? Forget about it. That's a deal breaker for the INFJ. If you can't get what someone else is feeling or share it, if you just blow off someone else's pain, INFJs, they can't stand that. They need a connection that's deeper than just, on a small talk. For the INFJ, empathy, it's not optional. It's like a core value. They will cut you off decisively, just like that, from anyone who can't or won't show a little compassion. So, you got a cold, indifferent view of other people's problems. Expect an INFJ to ghost you faster than you can say, I don't care. All right, moving on to number 3, superficiality. Here's a doozy. Superficiality. I'm telling you, INFJs, they cannot stand shallow conversations or relationships. Life's too short, right? Too precious for small talk or fake interactions. They crave depth. See? They want to connect with people on a meaningful level. If all you're talking about is what someone's wearing or how much dough they're making, these INFJs, they're going to check right out. Mentally and emotionally. Gone. INFJs, they thrive on authenticity, not appearances. If they sense someone's being fake or shallow, they'll quietly move on. They need relationships where people are real. Where they can have deep, thoughtful discussions. Not just gossip about the latest trends. You get me? 4th, disrespect for boundaries. All right, so INFJs, they're all about the boundaries, folks. You gotta respect them or they'll disappear faster than a free bagel at a Knicks game. Boundaries are like their emotional force field, Whether it's needing some alone time to recharge or just protecting themselves from like an emotional meltdown. Push them too far and they're gonna show you the door faster than you can say, I'm sorry. Look, INFJs are nice people, okay? Understanding even. But they will cut you loose if you keep ignoring their boundaries. They just don't have the patience for people who can't understand that their needs matter too. It's not rocket science, people. Number 5, manipulation, all right? INFJs, they're like Jedi masters at reading people. They can smell a rat, a con, a full-blown manipulation scheme from like another burrow. So you think you're going to pull a fast one? Control an INFJ? Fugga-da about it. You're making a big mistake. The moment an INFJ gets a whiff of your BS, they're gone. They'll ghost you, cut you off, vanish like a decent bagel in this city. They might not even say nothing, but trust me, they've already decided. Manipulation, it's emotional abuse, plain and simple. And INFJs, they ain't gonna stand for it. They can read between the lines, see right through your hidden agenda. So save your breath, pal. This ain't open mic night. 6thly, hypocrisy. INFJs, These guys, let me tell you, they got one rule, just one, integrity. They're thinking everyone else is playing by the same rules, see? That's why they can't stand hypocrisy. You know, someone says one thing, then does another. These INFJs, they see right through that kind of baloney. They're not going to say much, nah, believe me, but they're going to put some distance between themselves and anyone who ain't genuine, you know? Authenticity, for them, it's everything, I'm telling you. These INFJs, they're big on honesty. So they're never going to stick around someone who's pretending to be something they're not. So you act differently in front of other people, don't expect an INFJ to stick around for too long. Seventhly, ignoring their intuition. So INFJs, right, they got this like almost psychic thing going on. They can read people no problem. Emotions, motivations, the whole shebang without a single word. But what happens when someone just blows off their gut feeling? Drives them nuts. These INFJs, they trust their instincts like more than anything. And if you ignore it, you're basically telling them they're wrong. And let me tell you, INFJs, they do not take kindly to that. When an INFJ trusts their gut, they expect like everyone else to respect it. You brush it off, they're going to start questioning your sincerity, slow fade, and all that. They just don't have the energy for anyone who thinks they know better than their own intuition. I mean, who does, right? Eighthly, accountability or the distinct lack thereof. INFJs, yeah, they're all about owning their screw-ups, and they expect you to do the same. You start playing the blame game or can't admit you messed up, forget about it. They ain't gonna put up with that garbage. These types, they're all about growth, see? And without someone taking responsibility, how is anyone supposed to get better? They might not even say anything, but an INFJ, they'll ghost you faster than my last relationship if you can't own your actions. They just can't be around folks who don't want to improve. It's like, what am I, chopped liver? Ninthly, we got people who take advantage of their kindness, all right? INFJs, they're giving, I'll give them that, but they ain't stupid. You try to pull a fast one, take advantage of their good nature, you're gonna see a side of them colder than a New York winter. They ain't gonna say nothing to your face, probably, but they ain't gonna tolerate being used. They give, yeah, but they expect a little respect in return, you know? It's not charity, it's common decency. And when they finally figure out you're using them, poof, they're gone. They'll cut you off, walk away, and won't even bother looking back. They're too smart to stick around when their kindness is just being exploited. So, don't say I didn't warn you. 10thly, toxic positivity. And lastly, these INFJs can't stand the toxic positivity. Like when everything's got to be all stay positive, man, or everything happens for a reason, INFJs, forget about it. They get that life's a freaking mess, see? And embracing all the emotions, the good, the bad, the whole shebang, is essential for growth, you know? Toxic positivity feels like invalidating to these INFJs. They ain't going to tolerate people who won't acknowledge pain or struggle. They know that healing comes from facing reality, not from playing pretend, you know? It's like, get real, people. So there you have it, the 10 things INFJs just ain't going to put up with. Any of those catch you off guard? Let me know down in the comments. You buying what I'm selling here? Or is there something else an INFJ should swallow that I missed? And hey, don't forget to hit that like button and spread the word to some poor soul who needs the lowdown on INFJs, all right?